Pricing. You walk into a meeting and one of two things happen. All eyes in the room scan around to see which person has the most power and which person is most needy for the deal. And by virtue of experience of having heard many pitches and many sales presentations, buyers, of course, have the power. Pricing is a stage in the pitch plan process, the very first stage where you turn around your status from this low needy status 180 degrees to be the prized possession. And how do you do that? You see, most sales pitches would begin with people talking about themselves, why they're the right person for this deal, why they're the right supplier for this company, why they should send out a proposal and do a site visit and do trials and do runs and eventually make a deal of it. And that is constantly putting you in a low status position. Turn around, look around, take a look at things. What do you like to buy? What do you like to own? What are the things that are prized value to you? What kind of phones do you want? What kind of cars do you own? What kind of televisions do you buy? What kind of houses do you live in? There are 3 rules about pricing. 1, human beings are social in nature. We like to have things that we cannot have. 2, we run after things, we chase goals that run away from us. And 3, and very important, we put a price value on things that we find it difficult to obtain. Now, why should you or your business be any different? You see, salespeople, people who are presenters, people who are pitching are constantly putting themselves in this low status position, and then they wonder at the end of their presentation as to why are there so many demands and concessions and special terms and this, that and the other. That's because you already put yourself in the supplicant position which will accept anything that a buyer would say because you are so needy. Pricing is about putting you up there. Pricing is about a situation where you, my friend, are the prize of the deal, where people want to work with you, they want to pay you, and they want to employ you so that you can solve their problems. And how does that happen? There are 3 rules that we follow in my company, how we do it. We enter every meeting, or I enter every meeting, and the first rule is I want nothing from them. And that has to come across in your body language, in your sales presentation, in your pitch, in your process, in the way your website is, in the way your sales material has been, in everything. I want nothing from that meeting. The second rule is we add value no matter what the feedback or the situation. The buyer or the person on the other side has to see you as an expert where you have something and they're already getting something from you which they wouldn't have got otherwise. And that automatically puts you in a higher status position. And the third and the most important thing, you have to be willing to walk away from the deal at any time. Don't need it so much that you get used. And if you're willing to walk away from the deal, you've automatically established that you are the one to be chased and not this guy on the other side. Now, we were working with a startup company, a rank education startup, and we used the pricing strategy with them so effectively that this strategy pitched deals to the leading universities in the world, and within a few days had the likes of Harvard, Stanford, MIT, and even someone like Oxford chase them, and having the reverse formula applied, that these universities, the big names all over the world, were pitching to this startup so that they could be a part of it rather than the other way around. You see, pricing can really work. Pricing works, and it's the start point of your pitch process to really put in motion a strategy that sees you to the end of the close, and it can work for you too.